Hello everyone, welcome to my charming little countryside fairy tale. And here's Makan, he's watching over the grandchildren's tiny swing. We celebrated a little birthday party for her here and we also decorated. We've provided them with fine sand here, but we have to cover it so Makan doesn't get inside. Look, the vine has really borne fruit. It's so productive. Water balloons are essential because the water often runs out, so we have them everywhere. So here it is. Yes, right here we've actually set up a Swedish buffet. I myself placed this beautiful rug down here. My little granddaughters were doing some drawing over here. This is without a doubt the most beautiful facade in the whole wide world. When the wood is ready, it means it's for burning all through the winter, so we can have that dry, precious gold from the ash that we absolutely need for our small garden plot. And here it is. Here's my own little corner. This is where I sit down once I've finished all my chores. In the afternoon, there's plenty of shade here from this big old oak tree. I truly enjoy it. And look, here are the cherry tomatoes. Aren't they just wonderful? Here are all these tiny little ones. Here it is, even here. They are beautiful, beautiful. So parsnip, parsley, cherry tomatoes, we're already harvesting them quite a bit. New ones are coming soon. Yes, what I forgot to tell you. What's in this jar are my eggshells mixed with vinegar. Then I strain it and spray my tomatoes for calcium, as there are many fruits that need to ripen to be plump and firm. So I just give them a little bit of help in a completely natural way. And look, the gherkins have sprouted in only 5 short days. I tuck them snugly into a cozy nest of hay, and natural nutrition is absolutely what we're talking about here. So I literally soak all the fruits and vegetables I use in my household in a bucket of water. Then after 10 to 15 days, I strain the liquid and water each plant's root with 1 liter of that nutrient solution. So to 1 liter of filtered water, you add 10 more liters of regular water to dilute it. And then this is how it looks. Just look at this, man. Look at how it turned out. So these are like some twins, you see, and here, since my little bee friends have done everything exactly as they should, well, I pour some water for them, and then I add a few small pebbles, just so they can easily climb and get inside. And here we are. So they can drink water and not drown. I've poured them some fresh water right here. Given that planting in hay has proven to be exceptionally successful, I have made sure to secure enough hay for the entire next year, as my intention is for the entirety of my garden to be cultivated in hay. And here you can see are the ever-bearing strawberries. In April, I bought just 2 roots like these, and look how much they've multiplied. So he came up with the idea to cut circles in this plastic container, and in each of these circles I'll put some soil, and then in every single circle I'll plant 1 strawberry root, because they are truly phenomenal. Their aroma is wonderful and they taste fantastic, so incredibly juicy. And here it is. The sweet potato was an experiment for growing in hay. I planted it first in the hay and I was so impressed with how well it's doing. This means there will truly be plenty of beautiful produce here, you can see. Now it will spread its vines out like a watermelon, like a melon. That's roughly the way it's supposed to grow. And underneath I literally placed some unmown and untilled material so that the plant wouldn't root too deeply into the soil, but instead the fruits will remain right there on the surface. I planted sweet corn hoping to have a fence that looked this beautiful. But look at this, here they are. We'll even have some delicious produce to eat from them. This is absolutely phenomenal. And now we're getting to my orchard. Here's what I did with the plums. They bore so much fruit, they overproduced, so I had to place some planks beneath them to give them some support. Look, everything is natural, unsprayed. The plum trees have never yielded more fruit than they have this year, so we'll have plenty of jam. But then again, I have to say, oh dear, look, 2 branches have snapped right off. what to do. Yes, soon they'll be ready for picking, I hope. So we'll have some homemade jam, but truly homemade. And now we come to my chickens, my darlings. You see how the plums are falling. They come here afterwards and peck at them. They are kept fenced in the orchard. It simply has to be that way to prevent them from getting into my small garden, but I truly believe they're doing absolutely phenomenally well here, and it really shows, all 15 of them. Every single day I collect 12, 13, or even 14 eggs. It just depends on the day. So this right here is their designated area where they can truly enjoy themselves. This is also their feeding station. Where are my beautiful little darlings? Oh, you've laid one for me. Look, there's one lying there, and here's a full nest.
Bravo, my dear girls. Bravo, my sweethearts. Oh my goodness, it's not even 9 o'clock in the morning yet. You are just so wonderful. Right here, I'm crushing a little bit of corn for them in this mortar. Look, their fresh water is always readily available right here, and their food.
Where are you, my little sweet pea? Where are you, my beautiful darling? A very good day to you.
Oh, where are you all? Oh, yes. Right then, let's get back to the chickens and their so-called dried gold, that very same precious thing that they also happen to possess. That, of course, is chicken manure. Here you see, this is how it becomes, like a fine powder. And then, into that very bucket I use to feed and nourish my little plants, I add just 1 coffee spoon of this powder. I mix it all up really well, and then I have this wonderful natural fertilizer to water my plants. That's precisely why they grow and yield so beautifully. Oh, just look at these little apples. Oh my, these little apples, they've borne fruit like grapes. And again, I tell you, everything here is completely unsprayed. See, there's one rotten one, but that's perfectly fine. That's just natural selection. It has to be that way. Only that which endures and remains will ultimately become the most beautiful and rewarding fruit. Here's an apple for you. This one is a golden delicious, and over there, those are the red Ida Reds. And right here, they also have this lovely cool shade. Yes, 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 we've truly arranged everything here just perfectly, so it's pleasant and nice for both them and for us. Look, they've been provided with some gravel here for them to peck at so they can properly digest all of their food. Here we pruned the sour cherry tree and the apricot tree, which also bore fruit so wonderfully. Here we have, even more plums, and the pear trees also bore fruit just incredibly well. There will be plenty of jam and marmalade and preserves this year. Oh, look at the cucumber over there. I had no space, no, So I planted just 2 roots in a bucket and it went absolutely wild. It truly went wild. I have to show you. I don't know if this is a cucumber or a squirrel. Here it comes. It's beginning to climb right up the hazelnut tree. Can you all believe this sight? There it is. So it originates from only 2 roots, and that's the whole story. It's absolutely beautiful. Just natural fertilizer and pure unadulterated enjoyment. What more can I possibly tell you? Look, here's the corn silk right here. All of this truly looks fantastic, and then once I've finished all my daily tasks, whether it's in the morning or in the evening or even in the afternoon, I simply come and sit right here and just completely relax and enjoy the moment.